Hello, good evening everyone. Welcome po sa ating session on numerical reasoning, and tonight's focus will be a 40-item multiple choice test which was already given in advance to those of you who are already members of our review group. So magandang gabi po ulit sa lahat. Good evening. Ayan, ito si Miss Leslie, kukuha ng Civil Service Exam. Ms. Rebecca, good evening po sa inyong lahat. Can you kindly share your location for tonight so we could have an idea kung mga from where or saan po abot ang ating review for tonight? This review is targeted for civil service examination na review. May numerical reasoning po na 40 items sa civil service exam. And this is also applicable for those who are going to take the LET because meron din naman po tayong math sa Gen Ed ng LET. Nga lang hindi natin alam kung ilan items dahil depende po yun sa board. Minsan marami yung items ng math, minsan kakaunti. But for the civil service examination, definitely you will have 40 items. Ayan. Pa-share po please ng inyong location for tonight. And para makita natin yung abot ng ating review. And also, kindly tag those your friends of yours or makakilala po ninyo na alam po ninyo kukuha ng exam, whether it's LET or Civil Service Examination. By the way, for those who are going to take the LET, kindly check your Facebook group dahil para mayroon po tayong mga scheduled na mga tasks na kailangan tingnan, right? And also, please do like, share, and subscribe po sa ating mga pages, particularly sa ating YouTube and our Facebook pages. If you have more questions and clarifications, if you still want to be a part of our review group with unlimited access to all of our materials, kindly message us directly in our Facebook page. Ayan po. Sige. So, meron tayo from Bulacan, Subic. And we also have Camarines Sur, Catanduanes. Davao de Oro, okay. So from Luzon to Mindanao, kompleto po tayo, right? Apayao, ayan, Davao Oriental. Sige. So we will begin in a short bit. If you already have your papers with you, hopefully po nung gumawa po kayo ng test, you recorded your time para po mas maano siya, para mas tawag dito, para nag-gauge nyo kung gaano kayo kabilis sumagot ng numerical reasoning na test. Wow, nagliliyab ang Mayon volcano now. So, please keep safe lang po if you are in the regions near Albay po. Ayan, Basilan, sige, Batangas. Good evening po ulit, Nueva Ecija, Camarines Norte, and Butuan. Sige. So, we will begin in a short bit. Let me begin first by presenting our schedule. Ayan, from Iloilo. Parehas na ma'am. Also, so this is the schedule that we have for now. So for the previous schedules that we have, what we do have is that, tapos na po tayo dito sa mga diagnostic tests na yan. So we're done with all of these schedules. We've already had sessions focusing on specific topics. And then last week, we focused on multiple choice problems. 40 items na multiple choice problems, and we're going to do the same thing tonight. Mag-focus po tayo sa 40 item na multiple choice problems dahil ang face po ninyo sa actual exam ay naka-multiple choice siya. Iba po ang mag-learn ng, iba ang mag-learn ng topics sa kumuha ng techniques at sumagot ng actual examination na multiple choice. Sir will also be sharing some techniques and how to answer properly or how to utilize whatever materials you have with you para ma-maximize mo yung time ninyo. Because our focus is not just to answer correctly, but also to do it concisely. Mabilis pero tama. Also while doing whatever is most effective for you, right? So after po ng session na to, the next time we will meet will be August na po. And for those, the next meeting natin after ito is just a review po ng mock test. So magkakaroon po kayo ng mock test on your, bibigyan po kayo ng isang exam na parang kapareho na po siya ng actual exam na kukunin niyo when you take the licensure examination or the civil service examination. So we will review the numerical reasoning items there. So ayan. So without further ado, advance notice lang po, pasensya na if at some point you might feel that we're moving in a very fast pace dahil mahirap ang pagkasyahin ng 40 items sa 2 hours. So please bear with me. If you need something to be repeated or if you need something to be clarified, please do let me know para ma-address po natin yung mga concerns niyo. Keep in mind that our target is for you to be able to answer concisely as fast as you can dahil may time limit po. How to take advantage of the given choices that you have and also how to use certain tricks and techniques that work best for you. Hindi po yung kung ano yung pinakamagaling or pinaka-cool na technique, but whichever technique is actually suited po sa inyo. Okay? So without further ado, let's take a look at our items. So we have this set of directions. Each item contains a series of numbers arranged according to a certain rule or order, and you are to study the series and determine which number is next. You are to identify the item that corresponds to your answer. So ayan po. Please do read the directions carefully because how you answer depends a lot in the directions, right? So let us begin with the very first item. We have a series of numbers here, 11, 13, 17, 19, and 23. What number comes next? So please type the item number 1 and then also write whichever digit you think represents your answer. Is it 1, 23? Is it 2, 25, 27, 4, 29, or 5, 31? So 1 and then the digit that represents your answer, whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Good evening lang po sa kaka-join. Yes, welcome po kayo dito from Surigao, Quezon, Kalinga, Benguet. Ayan. Sige. Ako, Ma'am Mary Joy, wala po tayong ABCD, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 po yung options natin. Ayan. Sige. So, what is our correct answer here? It seems that quite a lot of you are already presenting the correct answer, which is item. Ano po ba yung correct answer natin? It is item. Sige. Let's show the pattern muna. So, what pattern are we seeing? It is plus 2 dito. Ay, sandali. Pasensya na. This is plus 2. This is plus 4. Plus 2. Plus 4. So, as you can see, nag-alternate lang yung plus 2 plus 4. So, we expect this one to be plus 2, which is 25. Ayan. So, the correct answer for item number 1 is, indeed, tama po, Amiel. Ayan. Sige. Careful lang that when you look at the pattern, dapat consistent siya. Sige, may nag-3. Hala, ayan. Please check item number 2. How about item number 2? Please type 2 and then the choice, item choice. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? So, paki-include po ng item number para po nakikita natin kung aling item po yung sinasagutan ninyo. Minsan po kasi may mga lag or delay sa comments na nakikita ko dito sa StreamYard. And so, hindi po real-time yung comments ninyo na nakikita ko. So, pakilagay po ng item number before your answer para sure po ako kung anong item yung sinasagutan ninyo. Ano po? Sige, salamat po. Okay. Item number 2, what's our answer here? IMC, okay, may sagot na si Jonathan. Can we have more answers here, please? Ayan, si Marvin. And also, by Naila. Okay, let's check. Ano kaya ang pattern natin dito? So, this is not a straightforward pattern, but this is, the first one is 1 squared. The second one is negative 2 squared, 3 squared, negative 4 squared, 5 squared. So we expect the next one to be negative 6 squared, which happens to be negative 36. So before I proceed, I hope you can still remember the difference. What is negative 2 squared? Let's try na lang yung negative 6 para pareho na item natin. Negative 6 squared versus negative 6 squared versus negative of 6 squared. So careful po tayo when we apply. Remember po na in PEMDAS, you always begin with the parenthesis first. So inside the parenthesis and then exponent. So what happens here is that in this item, you're supposed to square the entire negative 6. So that's negative 6 times negative 6. This gives us 36. While this one, yung sinusquare mo lang naman is si 6 lang. So 6 times 6 is 36. And then you apply the negative sign afterwards kasi nasa labas siya ng parenthesis. So this one naman is actually very similar to the third item there. Yung included lang sa exponent is just 6. The negative sign is not included. So this is actually going to be negative 36. So please be careful to note the difference because some people think that these two are the same, but they are not. Okay po? Sige, let's take a look at item number 3. What do you think is the next number in our pattern? Please type the item number and then the digit of your choice. So for item number 3, may answer na dito si Sir Charlie, Michael, Marvin, Ma'am Priza, hindi ako sure kung ano yung sinasagutan ni John. Okay. Si Jonah. Okay. Si Ma'am Rosalie may answer din. Pero sure po ba tayo dyan? Pareho ni Ma'am Joy. Si Sir Joel. Rika. Okay. Right. Sige. Ayan. So let's take a look. I think quite a lot of you are having the correct answers already. But what is the pattern here? Our pattern here is actually, if you take a look, yung numerator, we add 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 yung numerator. Tapos yung denominator, iba yung dinadagdag. So plus 6 plus 6 plus 6, we expect to add 6 here. And so the correct answer is indeed 11 over 33, and that is item 2. Okay, I think most of you got the item. Yes, Ma'am Jam. Yes, denominator plus 6 siya. Ayan, minsan po kasi yung ina-add niyo as a whole fraction talaga itself. But in that case, item number 3, iba yung dinadagdag sa taas, iba rin sa baba. So, tingnan niyo po yung lahat ng possible patterns. Let's take a look at your answers in item number 4. Ano po yung sagot natin sa item number 4? Item number 4, I think may answer na dito si Sir Marvin at saka sa isang Facebook user natin na unfortunately wala pong pangalan dito sa akin. Si Ma'am Julian, Ma'am Jonah, dalawang Jonah, right? Jonah Macalope and Jonah Mendoza. Ayan. So, for item number 4, what's the correct answer here? Pasensya na po, medyo maingay yung pusa ko. Parang masyado malakas. So, let's have ano po yung answer natin dito? Ayun, pattern. As pointed out by Miss Joyce. Shh, busy ako. So, as pointed out by Miss Joyce, we have plus 19, negative 19, sorry. We have negative 19 or minus 19 the entire time. Which means that, ano yung gagawin natin for the next item? Pag magma-minus 19 tayo all throughout, then we expect that the correct answer is going to be 440, ayan. So that ends our pattern recognition. Let's take a look at the next set of items. For each of the following problems, choose the correct answer from the choices given. So you really have to find the correct answer doon sa given. If you really can't find the correct answer, then you have to look for the closest possible answer. Kasi yun yung directions. Pag wala doon, hanapin mo na lang yung pinakamalapit. Of course, before you do that, try to exhaust all possible methods first. Baka kaya nyo pa naman mahanap yung correct na method na makamatch talaga sa item. But if all methods exhausted and hindi talaga nag-match, then what you can do is find the closest answer na lang. Let's take a look at item number 5. So it's still pattern, right? But what is the missing pattern here? Meron na po tayong choices. What do you think is the correct answer for item number 5? Meron na ditong mga answers ng iba sa atin. Isa pong Facebook user, and then si Sir Marvin, Ma'am Julie, and Sir Jonathan. Ayan. Si Joy. Are you answering item 5 or 5 po yung number? Please be very, very careful when choosing your answers, particularly sa civil service examination. Basta kayo nasa isip nyo 5 yung answer tapos you shade number 5, but actually in the choices, hindi po yon yung answer niya dapat. So please be careful po in selecting the choices because in civil service exam, wala pong A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 po yung choices or 1, 2, 3, 4. So the correct answer here is going to be 5. The pattern is you are squaring the item on the left. So 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9, 4 squared is 16, so next is 5 squared which gives us 25. Ayan. Let's take a look at the next one. Hopefully, wala naman po tayong questions and clarifications so far. Ano po? If you do have any questions or clarifications, please let me know and we will address that. So item number 6, what is the sale price of a laptop worth 42,000 which has a 5% discount? So this item here involves ang tawag dito, your percentage problem. So pag nagtatype po tayo ng answer, your item number, which is 6, and then your digit that represents your choice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. So for example, 6 and then 1, you do that. Or 6 and then 2. Or as what most of you are doing here, 6 and then 4. So let's take a look. So let's identify some parts first. So what I do is I really try to itemize muna yung given. So you try to look at your item. What is the sale price of the laptop? Worth siya nito, this has to be your base or your original price. And then you have a 5% discount. This has to be your rate. Tapos ano yung hinahanap natin? We are looking for your sale price. So your sale price is not the same as your discount. Your sale price actually is going to be what? That's 95%, right? Hindi siya, let me change yung 5 ko parang 8. Hindi siya the same as a 5% discount. So what I would do to solve this would be, of course, yung ating forever triangle ng PBR. We're looking for your percentage, right? So P is equal to base times rate. So I would actually, 2 ways to do this. What you could do is use this as your base and then use this as your rate and that's already your answer. Or use this as your base multiplied by this rate and then ibawas ninyo sa original price. So depende na po sa inyo kung alin po yung mas comfortable na method for you. Although ako, personally, I might go for 42,000 times 0.05. Tapos, ibabawas ko lang siya sa original. Kasi mas madali for me mag-multiply ng mababang number, tapos mag-subtract later, kesa mag-multiply ng malaking number, like 95. So, whichever method you use, ganito pa rin naman yung answer. So, and then whatever answer you get here, ibawas mo siya, right? So, this is going to be 2,100 and then 42,000 minus 2,100. Or what you can do is multiply directly, which is 42,000 times 0.95, you will still get the same answer. So, whichever method lang po yung mas komportable sa inyo. Again, in answering po, use whatever works best for you. Hindi kung ano yung sinabi ng ibang tao na dapat mong gamitin. Okay? Whichever you're most comfortable with that can give you the correct answer in the fastest way possible. Naku, sana magdilang anghel ka sa Rodel na maraming magiging top-notcher dito. If you are, if you are not a part of our group, baka nagulat ka na medyo mabilis sumagot yung iba sa atin dito. Please take note that some of these people already have an advanced copy of the items. So if you are part of our review groups, you will get to have, number 6 po, Miss Shira is item 4. So if you're a part of our review group, then you get to have access to our items. So pag meron kang unlimited access sa items natin, meron kayong advanced copy ng questions. So you get to answer them in your own time. Ayan, para pagdating po ng review night, mabilis po yung pag-discuss natin ng solutions. Particularly po kasi sa math, kailangan po talaga ng medyo maraming time sa discussion, right? And less time doon sa answering na lang talaga on your part. Okay, so let's take a look at item number 7. Item number 7, what is your answer? Okay, so there are two ways to do this. So first is for you to take a look at your item kung kaya nyo ba siyang isolve algebraically, which admittedly not all of us are comfortable with. Or the second is, take advantage of your choices. Hindi naman siya trial and error if you are taking advantage of your choices all the time. Sometimes you're just eliminating possible wrong answers. So, dahil nagmamadali po tayo, wag po tayong mag-insist na gamitin yung pinakamagandang method or pinakaangkop na method. Kasi nga po, di ba, limited yung time natin. Marami pa po tayong items na kailangan sagutan. So, choose whichever will lead you to the correct answer, the fastest way possible. So, what you can do actually is take a look at your given here. You have the width of the rectangle. The width of the rectangle is 10 cm less than its own length. Okay, so yung width mo daw is 10 cm less, minus 10 sa dulo, kesa sa length. So, mas mababa ng 10 items yung, or ng 10 centimeters yung width mo kumpara sa length. So, what is the width? And then, its perimeter is 50 centimeters. Ayan. Perimeter is 50 centimeters. Perimeter is 50 centimeters. Let me choose a different color siguro, para mas makita natin. The perimeter is 50. So, ano nga po ba yung perimeter? If you can recall, perimeter is 2L plus 2W or 2 times L plus W, right? So, let's take a look at your items here. What I would recommend you to do actually is, if hindi kayo comfortable kay algebra, take a look at your items. Your items are width, right? So if this is your width, what is your length? If your width is 10, ano yung length mo? Keep in mind that your width is 10 less than your length. Ibig sabihin, mas malaki si length, di ba? So, your length in choice number 1 is going to be 20 centimeters. Tama? For item number 2, your length is going to be plus 10, 25 centimeters. For item number 3, it's going to be 40. For item number 4, it's 50. Item number 5, item number 5 is 74. You don't actually have to write all of them. Now, take a look at this item. My answer si Jam, 210 plus 2W. Oh. It's 10 less, but the length is not 10. Right? Ayan siya. So, what do we do here? Anong gagawin natin ngayon? If this is the possible length and width, alin dito yung makakapagbigay sa atin ng perimeter na 50? So, ano po ba yung perimeter ng first choice natin? The perimeter here is 2L plus 2W. That is 20 plus 40. This is 60 cm. Dito naman is 40, 80 cm. Tapos, whatever the answers here is, masyadong malaki. Actually, the correct answer cannot be found in your choices. However, this is the closest one. Siya po yung pinakamalapit. Siya yung malapit yung perimeter niya. Ito kasi mataas na. This one is going to be much higher. So the correct answer here, kasi yung sabi niya is find the correct answer. If the answer is not in the choices, wala tayong choice, but look for the closest one. Now, let me show you what is the algebraic solution for this one. Paano po ba ito sinosolve? So, yung answer po dito would have been like this. Perimeter, which is 50, is equal to 2L plus 2W po. So, yung length, hindi natin alam, right? So, 2L. Pero yung width, we have this for the width. Your width is 10 less than your length. So, your width is L minus 10. So, what you will do next is 50 equals 2L plus, distribute po natin, 2L minus 20. This is 50 equals 4L minus 20. This is 50 plus 2, 20 is 4L, 70 equals 4L, and then your L is going to be 35 over 2, that is 17.5 yung length mo. Your width will have to be minus 10, 7.5. So, wala po talaga yung answer dyan sa choices, but the closest one is this one po. So, if you're comfortable with algebra, you could do algebra. But if you're not comfortable with algebra, I suggest take advantage of your choices. Kasi mag-iisip ka pa, ano ba yung correct equation dito? Paano ko ba i-analyze? Paano ko ba gagawin? So, if you could just use your choices, do it. Kasi it's one of the fastest ways to deal with things. How else can you take advantage of the choices? Try mo yung number 1. If it's a little bit too low, then look for a different item dito sa choices mo na medyo mataas. Right? And you will see a pattern na pag nakita mong 60 centimeters na yung perimeter sa number 1, you would know na mataas na yung iba. So, pag wala kayong makitang choice, correct answer sa choices, depende sa directions na sinabi, closest na lang yung hanapin ninyo. Kasi according sa directions, find the correct answer among the 5 choices. So, look for the closest one na lang. Okay po. I hope that was clear at least. Kasi po, it's really possible na pagdating po ng exam, wala po yung correct answer doon sa choices. When I took the civil service examination, that happened quite a lot actually. Mayroong a few items na wala talagang correct answer. Meron ding mga items na marami yung correct answer. So you really have to figure out how to answer as well. May mga techniques po tayo on how to decide which would be the correct answer. Okay. So I hope that that showing you item number 7 also pointed out some of the wrong solutions that you also did para wag na po natin ulitin. Yun po yung beauty ng mathematics. It's not just learning how to do things correctly, but also identifying the incorrect ways para hindi na po maulit. So Rodel, we all have our strengths. Yun lang po yun. Okay, so let's take a look at item number 8. It seems that quite a lot of you are already giving the answers and the correct answers at that. So what is the sum? Nag-a-add lang po tayo. Remember that when you're adding variables, you can only add similar variables or those who have the same na variables, right? So similar lang ang pwede natin ma-add. So 5x and 4x. This gives us 9x. Diyan pa lang, kita nyo na. Wala na to. This is the only correct answer. Pero wait, merong none. Confirm muna natin, baka kasi wala naman pala yung sagot eh. So let's see, positive 3y and negative 2y, that is indeed y. So ayan siya. Tama, si number 4 nga. So careful tayo sa choices, baka bigla kayo nag-answer ng number 4 tapos none pala yung answer sa huli. So ayan. Number 8, okay, mabilis po yung sagot natin. That's great. It seems na very comfortable tayo dyan. Medyo simple siya. How about item number 9? Hopefully, it's also simple per se. Item number 9. What is 9 minus 4 parenthesis 6 plus 2? So, item number 9, may answer na si Mamira. Si Sir Marvin may answer na rin. Magkaiba po yung answer nyo. Tapos si Ma'am Mallory. May nag-answer ng 2, may nag-answer ng 3, may 5, tsaka may 4. Oh, that's interesting. Pero medyo marami-rami yung 3 tsaka 2. Okay, let's take it one bit at a time. Let me rewrite this na lang sa baba para mas makita po natin. So we have 9 minus 4, parenthesis 6 plus 2. So remember your PEMDAS, you always start with whatever is inside the parenthesis. So we begin with this. So we have 9 minus 4, and then parenthesis, that is 8. Okay, so we're done with the parentheses. Walang exponent. So next is MD, multiplication or division, whichever comes first. So yung multiplication natin dito is 4 and 8. So this becomes, yung parentheses dyan actually, dahil nasa labas na yung isa, becomes ang tawag dito, this becomes a multiplication process. So we have to deal with, okay, may mga answers na po yung iba dito. 8 si Ma'am Jam. Okay. Sige. This one. So you have 9 minus 4 times 8 is, dali, nawawala yung 32. And finally, what is 9 minus 32? So 9 minus 32, remember that you have 2 items with different signs. So pag different signs, subtract. 32 minus 9 is 23. However, the larger digit 32 has a negative sign. So we have to copy the sign of the larger digit, which means the correct answer here is item 3 po. Ayan. So paki-review po yung mga medyo iba po yung answer. Bakit po kaya iba yung answer natin? Remember, it's not just about knowing that you got the item correctly, but also understanding how you got it wrong, if ever you got it wrong. You need to understand how and why you got it wrong para ma-avoid po natin yung similar issues in the future. Okay po? So, hopefully, that's clear for item number 9. Ayan. Sige. Let's proceed sa next item number 10. Sa mga hindi po nakakuha ng item, of course, or medyo may mga confusions pa, if hindi po natin maklarify ngayon, you could always go back to the recorded version. Careful, yan, Miss Joyce na rito sa sign. Common po yan. So, keep in mind lang po, kapag multiplication division, just do the process, and then, yung sign, kapag dalawang negative, nagiging positive. Kapag magkaiba yung sign, negative. Kapag nag-a-add or nagsasubtract, kapag pareho yung sign, like plus plus, at saka minus minus, or negative negative, add po yan. Kapag magkaiba yung sign, plus negative, tapos negative positive, subtract po yan. Always follow the sign of the larger digit. Okay, let's take a look at item number 10. So for item number 10, very interesting. Ayan. So may 4, may 3, meron ding 5. So marami-rami yung sumasagot ng, Ma'am Lilibeth, bakit po D yung answer nyo? Wala po tayong multiple choice, ma'am. Ayan. So, medyo magkakaiba yung answers natin. In this case po, Sir Ray, wala pong error sa choices. Yes, tama po yan, Sir Rodel. Hindi naman kailangan mag-show ng solution sa exam. So, kahit magkakaiba po tayo ng solution, okay lang po yan. Ang importante po, you understand your solution. Yes po, parehas po yung choices ng 3 and 4. That happened to me when I took the exam, civil service. Minsan po, parehas po talaga yung choices. So, you need to figure out what to do kapag parehas, tapos isa lang dyan yung tamang sagot. Right? So, ano nga yung sinabi ko last time, if you were here in the last session? If marami ang correct answer, choose the first one. Never shade 2 or more items because automatically, imamark po yan wrong. Machine po kasi yung mag-check ng papers ninyo. Hindi po tao. So, kung marami po yung correct answers ninyo dyan, tapos marami yung shade nyo, automatic wrong po yun. Choose the first correct answer kapag marami po, multiple correct answers. But first, let us understand the item fully, right? So, ano po ito? What we have here is, what is this subtracted from 3x plus 2y? So, subtracted from, hindi po ba? Ibig sabihin, uunahin po natin yung subtracted from. So, this should be 3x plus 2y. Tapos, subtract natin si 4x plus 5y. Negative 4x plus 5y. Subtracted from kasi siya eh. So, dapat nauna si 3x plus 2y. Tapos, sa huli na si negative 4x plus 5y. So, if we have this, now, let us try to first thing that you have to do is you have to simplify, right? So, PEMDAS, let's get rid of the parentheses first. So, what we have here is copy lang natin si 3x plus 2y. Tapos ito, meron kang negative sign outside the parentheses. So, what you should do is change all the signs inside, right? So, si Ma'am Bell, wala daw po sa choices yung answer niya. Sure ka, Ma'am Bell? Andyan po sa choices yung answer. So, this is plus 4x minus 5y. Right? Now that we have that, wala na po tayong parentheses, then we could deal with multiplication, division, pero wala naman, addition, subtraction, which we can do now. So, what we have to do is combine like terms. So, 3x and 4y gives us 7x. And then, positive 2y and negative 5y. So, 7x pa lang, wala na dito. So, the correct answer is none. You don't have to complete answering. Hindi niyo po kailangan kumpletuhan yung process kasi dyan pa lang nakikita na ninyo na wala yung sagot, right? So, may none. Ayan. So, the complete answer would have been 2y minus 5y. It would have been this. But again, you don't have to complete answering, right? As long as nakita niyo na yung sagot, yun na yun. Remember, nagmamadali po tayo kasi may time limit po ito. So, dapat we have to be smart in answering. Yung smart po, hindi ibig sabihin na alam nyo lahat ng sagot, but also, madiskarte po kayo. Paano po ba sumagot ng mabilis? Kasi civil service exam, you're not, or even in LET, you're not just measured in how much you know, kung alam nyo ba sumagot, but also, paano kayo dumiskarte and how you find the correct solution fast. So, tip, be fast. Choose the fastest way, but also make sure that you're also correct. Tsaka diskarte lang din naman po. Choose a method that works for you na mabilis siya, pero naiintindihan mo. Useless po yung pag-memorize nyo ng mga tricks and techniques na yan kung hindi nyo naman naiintindihan or hindi kayo komportable. Kasi malaki po yung possibility na pag na-mental block kayo, makalimutan nyo yung mga technique, mga trick na yan. Pero kung naiintindihan po ninyo or pag na-practice po ninyo ng ilang beses yung isang trick or technique, then malaki yung chance na maaalala nyo siya during the exam. So, yan po siya. This is why importante that you devote a lot of time in your review and in your practice. So, in his 3 subjects, Leo got 89, 87, and 85, and we're looking for his next grade para makuha niya yung average of 85. Ayan, so common answers that I'm receiving here are 2 and 3. So, which is it? So, what I do is 89, 87, 85, an unknown fourth item, and then the average na target natin is 85, right? So, our target is 85. So, mag-a-adjust isa-isa yung items natin para ma-hit si 85, right? Kasi target na talaga, average na talaga dapat si 85 eh. So, dapat yung scores niya yung mag-a-adjust. So, what we have here is, first score, how does 89 become 85? Kailangan magbawas tayo ng 4 units. Next score, how does 87 become 85? Kailangan magbawas tayo ng 2 units. Next, how does 85 become 85? We do nothing. These are all the adjustments we have to make. So you now have to sum up all of your adjustments. Minus 4, minus 2, tsaka 0, that is minus 6. Right? And your minus 6, combine that with your average 85, that is 79. Your missing average is 79. So the correct answer here is 2. Again, wala pong shaming ng different methods ha. Whatever works for you po, that's totally fine. You could also do, tawag dito, your usual na averaging, which is 89 plus 87 plus 85 plus x equals average times 4. You could still get the correct answer here. So, this is going to be 340. Ito po yung ginawa ni Ma'am Bell. So, 261 plus x. So, you will still get an x, which is 79. Pag yan po yung ginawa ninyo. Ayan. So, whichever method yung komportable kayo, although I would say this one here, this one is faster. But do whatever is comfortable for you. Okay? Now, let's take a look at item number 12. What is the square root of 169? Dahil wala po kayong calculator, hindi po ninyo ito ma-encode. So what you do is just square each of the items here. Ano po? Number 12 na po tayo ha. Square each item. So, the correct answer for item number 12 is 13. It would help po if you could memorize some of the squares po. So, what's the square of, ano po yung square ng 1 to 10? So, that's 2, 4, 9, 16, 25, so on and so forth. 11 is 121, 12 is 144, 13 is 169. It would be a great help if medyo memorize po ninyo yung mga basic na squares. Let's take a look at item number 13. Number 13, 200 students filled the form for the entrance test. Only 180 took the actual test, of which 70% passed. So how many students failed the test? Please type the digit that represents the correct answer for number 13. 3 lang equals to 9 if multiplied by 3. Yes. 3 squared po. Ay, tama. Okay. Si Miss Julie yung ginawa niya. Tiningnan niya yung last digit. That's a great technique, Ma'am Julie. 169. Tapos yung last digit niya 9. Alin ba doon yung makakuha ng 9? 3 lang. That's a great technique also. So, work smart. No? You don't have to work kompletong-kompleto yung method or dapat magandang-maganda yung method. Hindi naman. Work smart lang. Ayan. Let's take a look at item number 13. So, read the items carefully ha para ma-analyze po natin siya ng maganda rin. So, 200 students filled the form for the entrance test. Only 180 took the actual test, of which 70 passed. How many students failed? So, alin yung titingnan natin? We should take a look at those who took the actual test. Wala na po tayong pakialam sa hindi kumuha ng test. Ano po? So, medyo sagabal lang yung 200, right? Distractor lang siya. Of which, 70 passed. So, yung 180 na nag-take ng test, this is your base. And then you have here, 70 passed, but yung hinahanap natin is yung nag-fail ng test. So, we're looking for those who failed the test, which actually is 30%. So, what method is comfortable for you? Wait lang ha, sulat ko muna yung PBR. So, we're looking for your percentage, which is BR. You can do 180 times 0.7, tapos i-subtract, or a faster way of doing this is 180 times 3%, 30%, which gives you 54. Ayan, work smart. So the correct answer is 180 times 30%. Pwede rin naman po yung 180 times 70%, pero ibabawas pa po ninyo doon sa base ninyo. Okay po? Yan. Now, let's take a look at the second set here. For each of the following problems, choose the correct answer from the choices given. If the answer is not in the choices, choose 5. Ito na po. Pag wala yung answer doon sa choices, do not go for the closest. Go for option 5. Ano po? This is why reading the instructions very carefully matters. Because how you answer the test depends on the instructions. In the past few years, may times po na yung choices sa civil service is 5. And you look for the closest answer. Minsan po, may times din na yung choices sa exam is 4 lang. And then, you choose 5 pag wala yung choices, yung answer sa choices. So, you have to read the directions carefully para alam po natin paano diskartehan ang exam. Now, take a look at item number 14. Ano po ang correct answer sa item number 14? If Rosa can type 4,500 words in an hour at the same rate, how many words can she type in 73 minutes? 4,500 words in an hour, how many words in 73 minutes? The first thing you need to do is determine if yung proportion natin, is it direct or inverse? Ano po ba yung direct? Pag sinabi pong direct yung proportion, pag tumataas ba yung isang value, tumataas din yung kabila? Or pag tumataas ba yung isang value, bumababa yung kabila? So, pag tumataas ba yung, di ba, 45 words in 1 hour? Pag dumadami ba yung words, humahaba ba yung time? Or you can also say, pag humahaba ba yung time, dumadami ba yung words? Kasi, so pag pareho silang tumataas or parehong bumababa, then it's a direct proportion. Pag direct proportion po kasi, we could treat this directly as ratio and proportion na usual method po natin. So this is 4,500 words in 1 hour. So that's your given here. How many words can she type in 73 minutes? Oh, the unit of measure is in minutes. So we have to adjust our given. Instead of 4,500 words an hour, let's make that 60 minutes because there are 60 minutes in an hour. So 4,500 over 60 is actually 75 words per minute. Ayan siya. Now, let's take a look at the second situation. So, ilan kaya ang 73 minutes? So, you have your 75 words per minute is equal directly. Direct yung proportion natin. Equal to a known number of time for 73 minutes. So, how to solve this? Butterfly method. 75 times 73, that gives you 5475 is equal to the unknown time times 1 minute. So the correct answer is 5,475 or item 2. So ratio and proportion po siya. Tama po kayo, Miss Julie, but this is direct proportion. Ibig sabihin, pag tumataas ang isa, ganun yung isang value, ganun din yung nangyayari sa kabila. So direct proportion po siya. So, why am I emphasizing direct and inverse proportion? Dahil po, meron po tayong item din mamaya na indirect or inverse yung proportion. So, kailangan alam po natin yung distinction. Magkaiba po kasi yung approach sa pag-solve sa kanila. So, we have to be very careful. Ayan. So, what's your answer in item number 15? Nako, time check 7:49. Hindi pa tayo nangangalahati. So, my apologies in advance if we will have to extend a little bit po mamaya. So, mag-extend po tayo ng kaunti sa ating designated time. Basta importante na cover po natin lahat ng answers. Yes, Miss Julie, yan po yung correct solution. Of course, remember that when you're dealing with ratio and proportion, mag-lowest terms po kayo, mag-simplify po kayo para makita siya. Pabalik ng item. Okay. Sige. While you're sharing your answer, yung Facebook user po natin na nanghihingi ng item number 14, ayan po siya. So, 45 words in an hour, 45, 100 over 60 minutes. Lowest term is 75 over 1. Kasi madidivide niyo po siya. Both divisible by 60. And then, equate mo lang siya sa unknown na number ng words over 73 minutes. Ayan. Oh, I think quite a lot of you are already sharing your answer in number 15. So don't worry po, pwede pa po ninyong ma-access yung ating items sa Facebook after po mag-end ng ating session. Item number 15, paano po ito sagutan? Okay, the correct answer here is indeed item 2. Kapag hindi niyo po ma-memorize yung mga rules of algebra, I suggest substitute nyo na lang po. Wala namang po masama dun eh. If you try to substitute 5 here, the answer is going to be 5 squared, that's 25, minus 10 times 5, this is 50, tapos plus 25, and this becomes 0. Yes, this is recorded, and then for those of you who are not members of our group, you will have access to this for 1 hour. And then, yung second hour po is exclusive for those who are already members of our review groups. Recorded po ito that will be available in the Facebook page of Gurong Pinoy for the first hour. And then, yung complete time po ay available doon sa ating review groups. So yes, Ms. Rebecca, this is factoring. Pero kung hindi lang naman po kayo math majors, hindi nyo naman kailangan i-memorize lahat ng factoring rules. Pag may choices po, take advantage of the choices. Yun lang po. Yes, so Miss Julie, when you factor, it's actually a square of a binomial. So, I know na item number 16 na po tayo, but that is, dito ko lang po isulat yung solution, delete ko lang po mamaya. X minus, para yung iba maka-answer na ng number 16. So, X minus 10X plus 25. So this is of the format the a squared plus minus 2ab plus b squared. So this is a plus minus b squared. Ayan po siya sa math. So ano po ito? This is x, para po sa mga nakakaintindi. This is x squared plus minus dalawang x tsaka 5 plus 5 squared. So, nagiging x squared minus po yung gamitin natin kasi minus po siya. Parang ganyan po. Okay lang naman kung hindi kayo comfortable sa algebra. Remember, pag may choices, take advantage lang naman po yan. If you're a math major or you're someone who understands algebra, this is faster. Pero pag hindi, may choices naman. Hindi naman po, sabi kanina, si Sir, halimutan ko sino sabi kanina, hindi naman tinitingnan yung choices eh. Or yung yung solution nyo eh. Basta tama po yung sagot, okay na po yan. Let's take a look at item number 16. The latest model is priced at 75,500. This is your base. And then customer is given 15% discount because he pays in cash. And then how much is his savings? So savings yung tinatanong and you're given 5% discount. It means that your 5% is already your rate. Kasi savings din yung tinatanong, right? So PBR. We're looking for your percentage, which andun siya sa taas. So that's B times R. So this has to be 75,500 times 0.15, which gives us 11,325. So the correct answer is item number 2. So straightforward po siya. Oh, may mga nag-answer ng 3. So, I wonder why. Pa-review po ng solution natin, bakit po may nag-answer ng 3? So, it has, sa multiplication niyo po, baka may error. Pa-review lang. Number 17. Ano po yung answer natin sa number 17? The width of a rectangle is 5 meters and its length is 6 meters. If the area of a rectangle is 30 square meters, what is the formula for the area of a rectangle? Number 17 is quite straightforward. Actually, you're just looking for the area. So, pag memorize mo yung area, ayan. Kapag kabisado mo yung area, you don't really have to look at the item. Parang medyo, ano lang yung item parang akala mo magsosolve ka, pero actually no need. Kung alam mo yung formula, you don't have to. And it is indeed option 2, right? But if hindi mo kabisado yung formula, then you could take a look at the item. You have a width of 5 and you have a length of 6. Paano mo makukuha yung 30 pag may 5 and 6 ka? Di ba i-multiply mo? So multiplying, you get option 2. Ayan. So, yung mga late, okay lang po. Kahit late, meron naman po tayong recorded version. 1 hour sa ating Facebook page ng Gurong Pinoy. And then, complete 2 hours para po sa doon sa, members po ng review groups natin. Okay, so number 17 is indeed option 2. Oh, I like yung analysis ni Miss Julie. The rest is squared na ng answers. Actually, yung option 1 is perimeter. Option 4 is wala, mali siya. Mali talaga. So, let's take a look at item number 18. Ano po yung correct answer natin dito? A lot of you are giving me 3. Let's take a look. 3 nga ba? Sige, tingnan po natin. So, for item number 18, this is again percentage. Medyo marami po talaga yung binibigay kong item sa percentage because it has been observed na medyo common din po siya na lumalabas sa exam. So, we have dropped from 200,000. From, it gives you an idea that that is your original amount. So, that has to be your base, right? So, from 200,000 to 190,000, so by what percent did the price drop? So, yung drop po, yung hinahanap natin, this has to be your 200,000 minus 190,000. And this is by what percent? So, ano po yung answer na binibigay nito? This is 10,000. This is your percentage. Yung hinahanap po natin is, tingnan niyo po yung choices, may mga percent. So, yung hinahanap po natin is rate. And your rate is P over B. Sana nga po marami yung percentage sa sa exam natin kasi hindi naman siya ganun ka-complicated na item. So, percentage over your rate, your base, that is 10,000 over your original 200,000. Get rid of the zeros. 4 na 0, 4 na 0. 1 over 20 is 0.05 or 5%. Ay, Ma'am Christine, it's not 95%. Kasi you're looking for the price drop. Yung drop ng price. So, yung answer lang, yung item lang nang nag-drop. That's the 5%. Yun po yung hinahanap natin. Not 190. Right? Pero tama po kayo that 95% is 190,000. Pero yung hinahanap po natin is yung drop, not the new price. Okay? So, the correct answer here is option 3. Malapit na po magtapos yung free hour natin. So, sa mga Facebook users natin na libre, mag-end na po tayo in a bit. Sa mga members po ng review group natin, we still have 1 hour. Okay. So, Lita can bake a cake in 30 minutes. Willie can do the same task in 60 minutes. How long will it take them to bake it together? Ayan. Yes, tama po si Miss Jam. Yan din po yung solution ko. Exactly po. 5% yung answer. Ano po yung answer natin sa number 19? This also is, ano rin siya, ratio rin siya. But there's an alteration here. A slight consideration for this one. This is, Lita can bake a cake in 30 minutes. Willie can do the same task in 60 minutes. Anong mangyayari kapag magtulungan sila? So what are you expecting? Kapag magtulungan ba sila, kapag mas marami yung taong gumagawa, bibilis ba or babagal? The more people that is doing the same task, will the task or the time increase or decrease? So, di ba pag marami yung nagtutulungan, bumababa yung time. So, this is an inverse proportion. Ibig sabihin, baliktad po yung proportion. The more people, the less time it takes. So, medyo iba po yung process natin. So, we will not do the usual ratio and proportion dahil inverse po siya. Fraction po yung gagawin natin dahil nagde-decrease po siya. So, what we do here is, si Lita can do it in 30 minutes. One person, Lita, 30 minutes. Tapos si Willie, one person, same task, 60 minutes. Medyo mabagal si Willie mag-bake. What if magtulungan sila? What would be your solution? So, yung hinahanap po natin ay yung time. Yung time sa baba. How much is it? So, this is 2 over 60 plus 1 over 60, which is